Hello, collective. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to tap right in and see what Spirit has for the collective. Collective energies, please, Spirit. Collective energies, what is it that the collective needs to know at this time, Spirit? Please. Collective energies, please, Spirit. What is it the collective needs to know at this time? We've got the World card here. So there's a completion of a cycle. Wholeness. And a celebration of life. Challenged by the Ace of Pentacles. Challenged by abundance. Challenged by a financial opportunity. Challenged by prosperity. In the subconscious, we've got the Five of Swords. So there's conflict, petty ego, rivalry, theft, abusive relationships. In the recent past, we've got the Seven of Wands reversed. So there is an exhaustion in this conflict. Somebody feels worn down. Their confidence is destroyed. Intentions and expectations. So there's a Two of Swords. Somebody's stuck at a crossroads. There's a stalemate. They need to make decisions. And they're in a Five of Pentacles upright. So their confidence is destroyed. They failed their endeavor. They brought conflict against somebody and they lost. They're giving up. They have to make difficult decisions because they've lost their money. They have no money and they're in fear and insecurity. In the near future, we've got the Three of Swords reversed. So there's a release of pain. Whatever this is, there's a release of the pain, a transition. There could be a transition, a moving on, a recovery. The lens that's being looked through. Three of Wands in the upright. Expansion, a moving forward, making preparations. In the environment, we've got the Star, renewal, rejuvenation, healing, and a spiritual fortune. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. We've got the Ace of Wands here. So there's a new project, desire, potential beginnings and new opportunities. King of Cups, emotionally balanced, diplomatic, compassionate, and empathic. The Sun, happiness, warmth, and celebration, all is well, a rebirth. And the Ace of Cups, love, compassion, proposal, and marriage. This is what's being lined up for this star right now. Excuse me. In the outcome, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's the turning of the wheel of destiny. For this High Priestess, who has been in a Ten of Wands. It's the completion of this heavy burden for her. And somebody's in an illusion. They're stuck in an illusion about this, and they're in a Five of Cups. They're in sorrow. They have to move on. They've been disconnected, and they're in a Ten of Swords. And there's a celebration. There's judgment. Completion of a cycle. Celebration of life. Celebration of life, baby. Celebration of life. This is a completion of a cycle. There is a person here who is very concerned. They did something in a family room to affect a change. Somebody's concerned over what they did in a family room. They're concerned over this change. This is a completion of a cycle. Whatever they did sealed their fate. There's a journey here. Somebody might be making a journey. They're challenged by somebody making a journey. They're challenged by somebody's financial opportunity and new venture. Yeah, whatever they did in this family room, it sealed their fate. They're concerned about it. In their subconscious, they got this conflict going on. Winning at all costs, defeat, trying to steal, bully, being sneaky, creating conflict. They did not get the unexpected income that belonged to this main female. They were bullying, sneaky, abusing, causing upheaval and conflict for this main female. They picked on the woman. This a-hole, jackwagon, decided to attack this feminine to steal her spiritual fortune. She's the star. That's the example of a masculine in this last cycle. That's the example of the masculine. He decides to attack a female for her spiritual fortune. He wants to take her out and steal her spiritual fortune. That is the reputation of the masculine of the previous cycle. He who attacks helpless feminines. But they're exhausted and they're giving up. Their confidence is destroyed. They're a thief. They're a thief who attacked a woman who was a star because they wanted to steal her spiritual inheritance, all of her powers, all of her love, everything that was good about her. They wanted to steal it, and they wanted to brutalize her to get it. They have no confidence. They lost. They're in a deadlock now. They have to make some choices. They're stuck. They've lost all their money. They've been defeated. This main female is high honor. And this mature man is getting a message. He's concerned. Whatever he did in the family room sealed his fate. He is exhausted. He's lost everything. There will be a releasing of this pain. There will be a transition, a moving on, and a recovery from this attack. From this poor excuse of a masculine. I can't believe... Yeah. They're facing poverty. And you're going to release that baggage, that pain. And you're going to move on away from it. They were not able to steal your spiritual fortune. They attacked you. They may have seen you as a solitary target, and they attacked you. And it could be that over time you have gained some awareness in other realms and you have gained friends. So you may have started out alone. You may have started out as an easy target. You know, they buried you and thought they were just going to take you out one more time. It worked however many previous cycles. They were just going to do it again, but you survived this time. Yeah, and this false person is going into the coffin. It's over for this person. This main female is moving forward. This false person is in the grave. There is a spiritual fortune here. There's a message of concern. Those who were expecting to steal the qualities of this star are in despair. They had the expectation of becoming this star, of wearing the energy and the essence of this star. They were sacrificing this star. They did it in a family room. And they're getting a message of concern, and now they're expecting despair. They're expecting despair. They've messed up. This star has an Ace of Wands. There's a new opportunity here. Fire, willpower, desire. With a King of Cups, emotionally balanced and in control, empathic. This is a rebirth, all is well. This is a return to pleasure and happiness. And there's an Ace of Cups. It's love, compassion, new feelings. It could be a new baby, a proposal, a marriage. For the privileged lady. This is the turning of the karmic wheel, or the wheel of destiny, if you choose. And this person did not get the great fortune. They were not able to steal the great fortune out of this star. There's a courtship here. At the turn of this wheel, there is a courtship, and this thief was not able to steal the great fortune out of this star. They could not manage to suck the vitality and essence out of this person. They're in the courthouse. And on the distant horizons, they're going to be in bad health. Because they attacked a high honor being. And this main male is here. He's in the house. He's a wealthy man. And he's determined to have a child with this person. You're in big ass trouble. Whoever you are, in concern about whatever you did in the family room, you just sealed your fate. You lost your entire fortune. You put yourself in poverty. You came against this main male and his main female. You attacked his main female, the one that he intends to have a family with and a child with. Wow, you're in big trouble. I would say you're in big trouble. You isolated this woman and then you attacked her relentlessly in all ways. I mean, like mentally, energetically. She may have not had a foundation. She may have been completely alone and completely vulnerable and isolated with no support system whatsoever. And they were envious of her. And so they stuck her in that position and they thought that she would be an easy target to take out. If they took everything away from her, then they figured they would be able to eliminate her. That's what they figured. They were doing things in a family room and they sealed their fate. They're not in balance. They're out of balance. Whatever they did in that family room, it changed their fate and it sealed their fate. This is the completion of a cycle. They don't have balance. They may be going on a journey, and we all know that journey can mean actually taking a trip or actually transitioning. As the indigenous culture calls it, or at least the Cherokee, a journey is when you make your journey to the spirit realm. They're blaming others. They're blaming this main female. It's It's all her fault. I tried to off her and alive her, but it's her fault. She had this shiny coin and she dangled it into my eyes and I was blinded. They don't think it's funny. They were all about abusing this woman, and now it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Nobody thinks it's funny. They did not get the unexpected income. They're exhausted. They're giving up. Their confidence is destroyed. They're a thief. Their confidence is destroyed. They're a thief. They were all up in their imagination. This was some freaking fantasy that they drummed up in their mind, and they decided that if they caused significant trauma for this star, that they would be able to suck her vitality and essence out and wear it like a cloak. Look at him wearing that cloak. This is my fancy suit. But it was all imagination. This mature man is getting the message. He's stagnated. He's at a crossroads and he's facing a 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, a 5 of Pentacles, a big time poverty. He tried to steal the vitality, the life force essence out of this star. He's losing everything. Everything. There's no love here. So they're facing poverty and you are going to release this pain. You are going to transition. You are going to recover. They have no patience. They're in fear. You're moving forward, and this false person is moving into a coffin. So journey there means transitioning. There's a transition. Making preparations. This false person is going into the coffin. There's discipline. Yeah, they're guilty. They're guilty of coming against disciplined relationships that serve the higher good. They're guilty of coming against disciplined relationships that serve the higher good. They're going in the coffin. We got this star here. They got a message of concern and their expectation is despair. This star has rejuvenated. This star has rejuvenated, revitalized, and renewed themselves. They were able to come back to life after being attacked so brutally. Their essence, their vitality, their soul, their spirit, their mind, their energy. They were able to revitalize and rejuvenate. And still, they're living a life of gratitude and they feel good when they can help others. That's who this star is. These ones thought if they brutalized that star well enough that they could suck the vitality out of the star and wear it like a cloak and pretend to be this privileged lady. They thought if they brought enough adversity to this woman who was all by herself, isolated, that they would be able to do that. So now there is doubt. These friends, you got friends who are in doubt. There's friends who are in doubt, friends, so-called friends, who are in doubt because they're envious that you were able to persevere through this challenge. You have friends here that were working with these people. And now they're suffering doubt and they're envious because you were able to persevere. They didn't expect you to make it. They threw everything. They threw the book at you. In fact, they threw several books at you. Their entire base of knowledge they threw at you. but they didn't get the great fortune. They couldn't suck the vitality out. They couldn't suck your essence out of you and wear it like a cloak. They couldn't destroy you. And you're entering into a courtship. It could be a spiritual union. An honest courtship. Inevitable fate. Good luck. And they failed to steal the great fortune out of this star. They failed to suck the life force essence out of this being, out of this life form. They failed to suck the life force essence out of this privileged lady. Main female. And now they're lonely. And this main female, this privileged lady, she's at peace. She's an empathic person. And now they're in regret. They don't know what to do because there's death here. Coffin, false person going in the coffin. What they did here was unacceptable. They tried to suck the life force, vitality, essence out of this star, out of this privileged lady and wear it like a cloak. They're going into the coffin. Apparently they're going to lose their life force essence and their vitality for trying to do this to this star. And that's justice. That's receiving the reward for your effort, for your labor. This is what you worked for. This is what you desired. This is the result that you wished for. You didn't wish it for yourself. You wished it for somebody else, but you did the work. And the reward goes to the one who did the work. Always. I mean, maybe not always, because obviously there were several cycles in the history where this was permitted. And I think it was permitted to build up the confidence of those who were just so blatantly bringing harm to unsuspecting, isolated, and solitary women. This man attacked this woman, Star, brutalized her essence, her energy, her mind, her heart, her everything. Thinking they could pull the star qualities out of this essence, out of this body. Her soul, basically. They thought they could suck the soul out of this star and wear it like a cloak. Chemistry. This is a completion of a cycle. They've never felt a passion this intense. It's like, yeah, they really, got excited coming after this main female. They really were passionate about it. They were on fire about it. And they're challenged because she's coming into an Ace of Pentacles and they're going on a journey. And they're blaming her. They're blaming her because she refused to die. She refused to be unalived. She kept rejuvenating. She kept healing. She kept healing. Well, that's what the star is. So they took somebody who's a natural born healer and they tried to unalive this person by sucking the vitality, by sucking the very soul out of this person. And this star kept revitalizing themselves, kept rejuvenating, kept healing. They're dishonest. And they're blaming this star, this main female. It's all her fault that I had to go try to take her out and betray her and bully her and steal from her and beat her up and do all this stuff. It's not funny now. It's not funny now. Oh no, they're in disagreement. They're in a big time disagreement. They did not get the unexpected income. They were not able to suck the soul out of this star. They're exhausted. They're giving up. They're a thief. They were stuck in their imagination. It was all a fantasy. was a freaking fantasy, and the truth is being revealed. The truth has been revealed. This is the recent past. The truth has been revealed. All the diviners, all the tarot readers and the diviners out there, they're speaking on it. They sabotaged themselves. They could have chose to love this star and be loved by this star in a way that would heal them forever. But instead, they tried to destroy the star. And now the star is like, these friends are in doubt. You persevered. These envious friends are in doubt. You persevered. I guess now they know that I don't know. Maybe they have been successful in previous attempts with other people. Maybe there's something special about you. I don't know. But there's maybe this self-love. You self-love and you heal yourself. When the world is crapping on your head and sticking knives in you and trying to pull the soul out of your solar plexus and mentally disturbing you with all of their demon friends, you loved on yourself, star, and you rejuvenated and you healed. You overcame significant challenges. And now this mature man, this old man who came after this young, innocent, beautiful woman with such abuse and vile behaviors in this family room. There was no love. They're in a financial loss. They're in fear. They're out of patience, and they're also out of time. You're moving on. And you will recover from this. You're moving on. You're moving forward. And this false person is in a coffin. They're guilty for attacking disciplined relationships that are for the higher good. They are guilty for destroying beautiful relationships that are for the higher good, that serve the higher good, all for money, so that they could have money. Damage. They were not able to cause any damage for this new cycle. And you're moving forward. You're the star. You live a life of gratitude and you feel good when you can help others. These false people got a message of concern. Their expectation is despair. Their expectation is despair. They've got secrets. They're all about third-party relationships. There's no loyalty to anybody or anything with these people. So, privileged lady, new project, desire with this King of Cups and the Sun and this Ace of Cups. This is beautiful, privileged lady. You persevered. You were able to hold on to your soul. You were able to outlast whatever this contract was that they had attached you to. And now you're entering into a new life, a new world. You're moving on in this wheel of fortune to a courtship that is honest. These ones failed to suck the life out of you. They failed to sacrifice your soul. They failed to gobble up your vitality. They have habits. These friends who are these envious friends who are in doubt now, they have habits. They have bad habits. They don't know if they'll ever change. You persevered. They're freaking out. Your envious friends are freaking out because you persevered and you're coming into this beautiful relationship and this beautiful desire and this abundant new life full of sunny pleasures. And it's honest. honest to goodness. It's not about envy and these backstabbing, disloyal mind games. Yeah, they're not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. What do you mean I failed to get your great fortune? I'm not satisfied. You come back here and you're like, dude, it's too late. I mean, literally, it's too late for you to take any action. You neglected everything and everybody. You neglected everything and everybody, including yourself. Partying. And they feel broken about this commitment. They feel broken about the change in this destiny. Yeah, because this cycle is over and it won't repeat. It's moving in a new direction. With this new commitment here, with this King of Cups, this wand, woohoo, passion. On fire with the sun, man. And you got an Ace of Cups here, overflowing with love. Privileged lady is going to be overflowing with love. She's got a King of Cups here, just going to pour into her with this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Cups. They tried to suck the soul and the essence and the vitality and the love and everything good out of this star, this spiritual fortune. And you got this King of Cups here who's going to come and he's going to pour everything that they tried to take out of her into her. He's a real deal. He's a real King of Cups. He doesn't have to go sleep with 10 women and suck their root chakras dry in order to appear as a King of Cups. He's a real King of Cups. And he's a fiery Ace of Wands King of Cups. So he's a passionate, watery, balanced fellow who's going to come in and bring some fiery pleasures for this privileged lady. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful destiny of commitment, honest commitment. And this person is, these envious friends are feeling broken about this. And because they're getting detached. Their values were all about money. They thought that they could drain this friend dry. They thought they could sacrifice this vitality of this soul and that they would be able to wear it like a freaking cloak and get money from it or whatever. And now they don't know what to do. They feel unappreciated. I'm unappreciated. But now they're running. They're running because you're entering into a new soul contract, which is so freaking nice. Privileged lady. These ones sucked you dry, and you got this King of Cups who's going to fill you up with such goodness. You don't have to worry about somebody coming and stealing your essence and trying to sacrifice your soul anymore. These ones are in regret. They have unfinished business, and they're going to have to, they're going to be in solitary confinement, it looks like. And they're going to want to escape it. But they have to think about what they've done. Excuse me. This is so wild. You had this old man here attacking you for your vitality. He tried to sacrifice your soul. That's plain and simple. That's what he tried to do. He thought that he could steal, that if he could do that, that he could make a deal with some devil and get 50% of your soul, your vitality or whatever. Because I did actually hear that at some point on my journey. The thing about it, they would sacrifice the stars and they would get 50% of the sacrifice, and they could divvy it up between their friends and shit. And then their god or whoever it was they were working with would get 50% and become even more powerful. Put on an illusion, an even greater illusion, wearing the vitality of the stars, the actual stars. And this disgusts me, when I think about those Hollywood stars, and then I think about this story, and it's just a slap in the face, man. And you wonder, How many essences, how many star essences are those people wearing? Joyfulness in the reverse. They're out of balance. They have no joy. They passionately came for you. They were doing something, chemistry. So there was something like they may have been doing sex magic or something in the family room in order to change the destiny of this main female. And they're not in joy now. They're out of balance. They were dishonest. They were blaming this main female, and they still are blaming this main female for the journey that they're about to make. They're blaming the abundance of this main female on their bad attitude. It's her fault I'm this way. Oh, okay. The soldier can't fight anymore. The soldier, he just can't fight. He can't fight it. You did what you did, and that's just what it is. You tried to come for the star qualities of this main female. You were not able to get the unexpected income. You couldn't drain her vitality. She kept rejuvenating. Because that's what stars do, dummy. So it was a very, very abusive relationship with these envious friends. And whoever it is that this old man was getting to sick on this person, to gang stalk this person, to bring conflict to this person, to try to defeat this person at all costs. It's not funny now. It's not funny now. I wish you understood how I feel. Why would anybody even care how you feel after this? I mean, literally, why would anybody ever care about how you feel? When you didn't care about how anybody else felt, you were very, very, very joyful and passionate in your efforts to squash the destiny of this main female. Yes. Cheerful. They celebrated. Too soon. This scholar, he threw the book at her. All his knowledge he utilized to try to drain the soul essence out of this main female. He's going on a journey. Or somebody's going on a journey. Maybe she's going to be taken off with this King of Cups. Or maybe he's coming to her. But somebody's going on a journey. Somebody's on their way. And that, I think it's this guy. Because you got journey in the challenge position. So this mature man who's concerned over this chemistry, this passion that he's been pouring with no joy. So there's no joy. But he's been pouring passion in this family room. So they're doing sex magic. And now they're going on a journey. And a journey, I think, is a transition. They're transitioning out. They're morphing into another vibrational reality, whatever you want to call it. Because they were very happy throwing all of their knowledge at this main female, trying to get her to go on a journey. They wanted to early transition her. And it backfired, and now they're going on a journey. They didn't get the unexpected income. You've got love here. They came after a being of love, an innocent being of love. And they're exhausted now. This innocent being of love kept rejuvenating. They kept throwing all their knowledge, brutalizing this person, mentally magicking this person, energetically manipulating, implanting vile energies onto this person. And this star kept transmuting those energies, kept rejuvenating, kept healing, kept transmuting all that energy that they were dumping onto this star to vilify and violate this star. Wow. This star was like, you know what? I feel good when I can help others. And it's like they poured that mindset into this vile energy that kept being implanted onto this being of love. All this gratitude. They took that icky energy and they poured love and gratitude into it and transmuted it. And healed themselves with it. and healed themselves with it. Because that's what beings of love do. They take that icky stuff and then they turn it into love and they heal. They take a situation of no love and they turn it into love and they heal. And that's why they're fighting so desperately to keep this person, because they want that ability, because they don't possess that ability. They're in great sorrow because they have no love and they have no finances. They've lost all the money. They've lost all the love. They were not able to sacrifice the soul of this star. They could not bind this star. They're in fear now. They don't have any patience. They're facing poverty. And it's too late to take any action. You've got recovery here, releasing the pain, moving on, and you've got despair in the reverse. There's no more despair for you. You are healing. You are going to move forward, and you won't have to transmute this garbage anymore. Somebody's going to be filling your loving cup. Somebody's going to be filling your loving cup with goodness, with passion, with desire, with love, with emotionally and tolerant, controlled presence, that is going to be warm and celebratory. You won't have to deal with this conflict anymore. You won't have to deal with people dumping this vile sex energy onto you, making you look like a whore. They were jealous. This is a surprise. They weren't able to cause any damage for you. You kept moving forward. They didn't realize that they couldn't take out a star. Or stars. It could be that this King of Cups is also a star. I mean, you've got the sun here and the fire. You've got this vitality, this power, this passion, this fiery light that just enlivens everything. And it's beautiful because it's love. And this false person who's going into a coffin, they're guilty for trying to destroy disciplined relationships that serve the higher good. Yeah, they came after a sweetheart. Surprised they weren't able to cause damage for this sweetheart. She's a star. She kept freaking rejuvenating. Imagine. I mean, it probably has worked many times before, but maybe you've got a special quality about you. Maybe you are part alien. I don't know. You've got some kind of star quality in you. Somebody may have, you are from the stars. You are a special being. And you're a loving sweetheart. In service to others, you are here to help others. You live a life of gratitude, and they try to suck the freaking vitality and life force essence out of you. Using third-party situations in a family room, having orgies, messing up your chakras, your essence, trying to change the way you appear to be. They're in despair. It could be that their third-party lovers have secrets. They haven't been telling everything. They got to go to the doctor. They need to be consoled. They're needing consolation. They're in despair. Because the reunion of this sweetheart is happening, and she's moving into the house.
Service. 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 You're a being of service. You're a star. This King of Cups is a being of service also. You're a privileged lady. This is a union that is in service to others. This is a relationship that serves the higher good for all. Going to be bringing some joy back into life. Joy. Joy. This was a destined commitment. It could have been prophesied. People may have known about it. I mean, I've heard people talk about a prophecy. I don't know about prophecy. I was raised in the woods, away from 12 miles away from the nearest soul. Okay, and that's where I lived, and for many years, and I didn't dissociate with people. So nobody knew me. I didn't know them. But apparently there is a prophecy out there about some destined commitment relationship, and these people are broken about it. They're unsatisfied. They didn't get the great fortune. They failed. They're unsatisfied. They feel broken.